Just win, baby, right? Almost there. Just gonna talk about a quick recap of the game and also the but it's crazy. Auto the upload and all that good stuff as well. I thank everybody for joining in and tuning in to the Law Talk Radio and LT Studios as we try to get this thing going in the right direction. There's so many things that I like to talk about it initially, but shout out to Mark Holmes too as well, spreading the mojo. Go follow his page. He's one of the a good cowboy follower. Got great content, very great content, and shout out to Ultimate Cowboy 82. Go to his page as well. He got great content, and also Shango Live. He's good as well. Um, See if I can get everything going for you guys. Dallas Nation all day. Shout out to Patrick. Also, shout out to Austin for joining in and Block Mama T. Cowboys in the house. We getting everything going in the right direction. As it relates to the narrative as ESPN and some of the NFL Network, now they saying that we still haven't played anyone, and that is crazy. It should be a shoe in Zeke for MVP. Yeah, Taylor, that's right. Zeke the Freak should be the MVP of this year. If not, it will be Dak Prescott. And the narrative is so crazy because of the aspect of they saying that we haven't played anyone, or we can only play what's on our schedule, and this sort of thing. That's the only thing that we can do. I'm trying to upload the video now of the Dallas Cowboys versus the Steelers. What a hell of a game! What a hell of a outcome that we had, a turnout that we had on the game as well. It just that we just still got to stay focused, guys. We still got to stay in control of. We in control of our own destiny. Shout out to Jeremy too as well. Thank you for joining in to the Law Talk Radio. Um, it is what it is with the face mask and stuff like that. It's just crazy, man, how they like to scrutinize the Cowboys, and then they say, well, um, we the America's team and we get calls in our favor. I rarely see it. I don't know if I'm looking through the prism of Cowboys goggles, but outside of that, a win is a win is a win, and we can only play what's on our schedule, guys. And I just hate the narrative that we don't have anyone. I think one year, if you're talking back, we're just gonna go back to MVP. If Zeke the Freak is an MVP, it's most valuable player. Now, I don't know why they like to bring in Tom Brady and all that stuff, but if you remove Tom Brady from the team, they still 3-1. So that's just the bottom line. Um, the MVP candidate should be Zeke the Freak and Dak Prescott, and they should do it. If not, they should do it like I think one year they did it before. They shared the MVP between Adrian Peterson and Peyton Manning. I may be off, but somebody can look that up. I believe that that could be the scenario for this year. They can share Rookie of the Year and also share MVP. If they went out, man, that's just remarkable for our team to do that. Now they jumping back. It's baffling to me because they jumping back and forth. And now they saying that the Seattle Seahawks is the best team in the NFC East because they got offense and defense and they can be a major threat to the Cowboys and this sort of thing. But if anybody look back at the week before, they were saying Atlanta Falcons. They do not. They love to hate the Cowboys. They love to not give the Cowboys their prop, and I don't know why. But we're beat underdogs. I love to sneak up on them. and get everything going together. Shout out to Philip, man. Yeah, thank you too as well for watching the video. Thank you for watching the content. It's not an easy task. I thank you guys for just being patient with me. If you want to see the game now, of course, it's on my Facebook page. Just go to Log Talk Radio. You should be able to see the game in its full capacity. It's HD. If it's blurry or anything of that nature, there's a feature that you'll have to click on the icon and select HD, and the picture will come out clear. That's just how Facebook operates. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, but hey, you don't have to sign up for the account. You can just click on the link, and you should be able to see the game. See how the Cowboys dominated the game. I know somebody gonna say, no, they didn't dominate, but in my opinion, they really did. If you just look at the whole spectrum of it, and that field is very slippery. I saw a lot of plays where we slipped on a few plays and stuff like that. I think what was on that last drive, Durant kind of slipped, and I guess Bell kind of got a 30 or 20 yard play off of that just because he slipped. But just keep in mind, guys, we're going to get this thing rolling in the right direction. All we got to do, I think this home game, the Ravens, I saw them play against the Cleveland. Cleveland was pretty much in the game. I think that if we'll be more formidable than the Cleveland Browns. I'm talking about last week when the Ravens played the Cleveland Browns. It was a close game, and then the coach pretty much messed that game up by substituting and putting the old guy in, and they passed a few interceptions, so the game looked lopsided. I think this next week's game is still going to be a close game, but I think that we can still come out with the W because we're just a better team. I think we're going to wear them down. We're going to be able to just knock them off the rock. Yeah, Dak attack all day, man. Yeah, we got to beat the Ravens, though. I think we can if we just stick firm to our philosophy and just take this game as another game. Yeah, we will beat the game. We will beat the Ravens. But outside of that, like I said, I'm uploading right now the Dallas Cowboys versus the Pittsburgh Steelers 2016 game to Facebook. I had to do a lot of editing and all that good stuff, but you guys should be able to get that game and dissect that game and just look at it over and over again. Let me see. I'm just going to look over the chat log. See what you guys are seeing right now. Dak attack. What a wonderful day. Yeah. Is that Robert Cunningham? Shout out to you, fam. There's so many other things that I would like to just talk about all together as it relates to this team. I think that right now we really need to really see what's out there on the waiver line or elevate somebody from the practice squad, because our secondary right now is in a bind. We really need somebody to be able to step in. Who's out there on the street? I've been preaching for Cromartie. I think Cromartie would be a good veteran leadership that can come to the team, but then again, his last few games were sloppy as you know what. So I think that there's somebody out there that really wants to be able to play. I don't know who we can elevate from the practice squad to get them out there. I don't know if Shower's any good. I heard Shower switched over to safety or something like that. But we really need an extra DB that's out there because of the depth. I didn't like what I saw in McFadden. I think that he would be like a detriment to the team if he get exposed even more. I don't know the extent of Scandrick injury. I don't know if it's prolonged. I have not even really got a chance to look over everything as far as the injury list or listen to the wonderful what Mike Fisher and Brian Broaddus and none of those guys so far. But I really think that our defense is playing still aggressive, even if we was hurt with Church out, with number 24 out, and also with Wilcox stepping into the gaps, and Wilcox just doing this thing. Yeah, Wilcox was laying the wood. I think that Wilcox played a whole lot better than what I expected. Before the season, I did a few videos. I said I wish he was not on the team. He's horrible out in space. But it's clearly there's one thing that I miscalculated is that secondary coach that we hired during the offseason. It's giving them better techniques. It's having these players fighting to the ball. You really don't see them lost as much as they were last year and the year before, even in the 2014 out in space. So shout out to that coach. I forgot his name, but he's doing a hell of a job with our secondary. And I really think that that our defense is just sneaky good. If we can only get just one to maybe two more players in the mix. If Randy Gregory wasn't as foolish as he was, I think that his defense would really, really be a threat. But I heard rumors out there that we won't get number 55 back. Man, I really don't want him to come in and take snaps away from these young guys who's trying to learn the linebacking position. But Brown did do good. Brown did hell of a good job as a rookie. Anthony Brown on the outside. Shout out to you for bringing it up, Angel. But there's so many other things that's out there that we need to do. Lazy Lock 27, what's up, fam? Thank you for joining into the chat room. Patrick, we still got. If Jalen Smith can be touched by an angel and get that knee healed and well and get out there, that'll be a plus, and we will be looking at a whole different team. I was reading somewhere in the comments that they'll plan keep away from Sean Lee. This whole game, when the game post, or you can just go to Facebook.com, go to my Facebook page, Law Talk Radio, and you can see the game. They play keep away from Sean Lee. Sean Lee, they was like, if Sean Lee is on this side, we're going to pass. We're going to move Flex Bell out to that side. So there's so many things, man, that if you can get Jalen Smith at 80%, I think he's better than the other guy that's out there running around now. And not to cast any aspersions or sully his name or denigrate his process of maturation or process or whoever the other guy is out there. I'm just absent from mind right now of what's his name. But if you put Sean Lee and Smith out there, if we get college Smith, how he played when he was at Notre Dame, then that would be a plus, guys. That would be a hell of a plus, man. Because now you got two guys who can attack for the ball and just be headhunters, man. And that would be just one hell of a task for us to have these two elements on our defense. I really think that, believe it or not, looking forward to like next year draft and stuff like that, I really think that the Cowboys still might just go with the first pick or what have you with an offensive lineman. It wouldn't shock me at all. But it's clearly that we need a defensive guy out there. Shout out to Jacob too as well for joining into the chat room, and also Pong for joining into the chat room. In the future, I'm going to figure out how to move the chat room onto the live screen so everybody can see who all joining into the chat room as well. It's just me trying to learn this thing all together. But we are restarting something new, guys. We starting something new from the aspect of we 8-1. We have not been like this since 1977, and this is something special. I really think that this is something special. And we shutting down the naysayers. We shutting down all of the narratives, and as they try to, how I look at this team, it's like a rope. And when you tie a knot into a rope, and you got the opposition pulling against that rope, and all the rope does is just get tighter. It gets tighter. And that's what we are this year. We are getting tighter and tighter as this win goes on. And even I hear the report that Tony Romo saying, hey, it's okay. It's cool. I'll sit on the bench. I'll be that backup guy. And who's to say that we don't need Tony Romo down the line? And like I said, I'm a huge fan of Tony Romo. But at this time, this chemistry with the young Zeke and the young Dak Prescott is something to not sneeze on. And like I said, when there's hope in the future, there's power in the presence, and even of the mind, of the essence of us being out there in the field, just playing, giving us our all, even though we down. It just seems like we're going to win this game. Well, 42 seconds left on the clock. I mean, you had 80 yards to go, or how many yards to go, and we still was able to just, that's okay, shake it off and get down there and score. That's something that's amazing. Sergio, shout out to you, fam. Thank you as well for supporting the content that I place out here on the universe. Although the YouTubes of the world and the NFL Network or NFL, whoever, uh, try to pull my. Got a live caller. Let me see. Oh, this is my wife, guys. Hold on tight for me. Hello. She acting real well. Um, what's going on? You finna head back to the house? Nah, I don't need anything. Um, just pick up a little lunch for me, like a maybe a cheeseburger or something like that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we can make some. Okay. And just call me when you get out of there. All right. All right. Bye bye. Back in the man. Back on the wagon, guys. Um, but there's so many things that we got to do this year, man, to get everything going in the right direction. Uh, as it relates to just our team gelling even more, you know. So if we can, I just don't know, man. I look. Let me get my thoughts together. All I want to say is here. I wanted the Eagles to beat the Falcons, believe it or not, because I think that we got their number, so that they can shut up with all of this Matty Ice and all this stuff. And they did that favor, but in small portions of my heart, I wanted the Falcons to win. And I don't know how the Redskins are continue to win. They just snake their way. They snake their way through a win, so they won a game. And I don't know who the Giants play. Is their bye week or something, or do they play tonight? I don't know. But the Giants are the only ones that really kind of put me at an at ease mindset because of the fact that their offense, they got some players on the outside that can stretch the field, and they got a hell of a slot receiver. And their defense, excuse me, and their defense is nothing to sneeze at. So, excuse me, there's just so many things that we really needs to do to just be still dominant. We don't need to take our foot off the paddle. We still need to fight as strong as we can. I really think that we just really need to get this thing going in the right direction. As far as just continue to win, I want us to just win out, and as we all know, that it is extremely possible. Shout out to you, Isaac, as well. Shout out to, let's see who else did. Kelvin. Shout out to you for joining in. Dallas or New England. It's Dallas all day. I think if we go to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, I really think that we'll win. I don't think their defense is going to be able to withstand us in the third and fourth quarter. Just in my opinion. Now, we all know that Belichick or whatever his name is, and Tom Brady, the Patriots love affair for him, and everybody running around saying that they are the new America's team. You don't, they're not. But I really think that it is possible for us two to meet if we can just still stick to our philosophy. Another thing that I see, I'm just ruminating all around. I'll make this one quick talk point right here. Have you guys seen the production drop when Morris come into the field? Now, I don't want to just break down Morris, but he's a hell of a good back. But I think that he limit your offense so much when he gets out there on the field that I'm to the point right now. I'm really to the point right now. Really, really, really to the point that I want to see the Darius Jackson kid. I really think if we can get him in the backfield, I don't know how he does with big blitz protection, but I did a draft video of him. I broke film down on this guy. I really think he got a little bit more quickness to his step. I really think that he knows how to read the defense and still run and find the gaps as well. Not as well as Zeke the Freak, because he's a special character there. Zeke is a special type of guy, special type of back. But I really want to know the reports on Darius Jackson. I really think that he can bring in that extra, that really 1-2 combo that we need. I do like what Dunbar brings to the field, but Dunbar is just a third down back. I don't think that he can handle the load as much because he's small or frail or what have you. But I really see our production. I think, granted that I like Alfred Morris, but I just think that our offense just kind of dropped off the face of the earth when he just subs out. Now it could be the same scenario, same song and dance when McFadden comes in or Jackson come in, but Jackson, man, I don't think that it will be that drastic of a drop off, and that'll probably be the only reason why we still trying to hold him on and not push Jackson to the practice squad, because the Green Bay Packers of the world, or even the New England Patriots, who needs another running back, will just snatch him up so quickly. Yeah, but I'm just really feeling Jackson. I hope that he is what I saw on tape and film. I might just repost a video so you guys can see what I saw from Jackson. That kid is amazing. But yeah, Belichick. Shout out to you, DJ. But like I say, there's so many other things out here that I'm gonna have the game posted. Look for me to have the game posted within the next hour or so, maybe 2 hours. I'm showing that it's about 40% completed, so still got to render a little bit more. But yeah, let me see what y'all talking about over here. Who is the let me see what we got here. Shout out to Ant. Who is the backup for next year at QB and running back? That's a really good question, because we are at a dilemma. Depending on how this season fall out or roll out, we are very. It's a weird conundrum that we are at. You got the Cowboy Nation is divided in half. You got Team Romo fans over here, and you got Team Dak or Team Future fans over to the right. And Dak Prescott got to win out. If not, then someone will say or argue and have I guess, some grounds to say, well, if Tony Romo was in, we would won this game, or if we put Romo in, and you have the other half of the Cowboy Nation will say, well, if Dak Prescott was in, he would have escaped that blitz, and he wouldn't have thrown that interception at a key time. So the Cowboy Nation is divided at this point. I think that we on the books, we owe Tony over $30 million, $25 million, something like that. So at this point, do you showcase Tony once you clinch your division and get that could be possible once you clinch your division. And that's why it's so important for these other teams to lose, like the Falcons of the world and the Saints, whoever, and also we need the other teams to lose that's in the other division, so that we can go ahead and clinch the division, and we can put those players that's out there that's teetering of what we really want to see. Now, as far as the backup quarterback, I know I'm long-winded on that question, but I would say, in a perfect world, Tony Romo does like a Elway impression or a what was that, Peyton Manning impression, whereas he comes in, he saved the world, and he wins it all and take us to the Super Bowl, or win the Super Bowl and retire in a perfect world. But that world does not exist. Only somewhere on a Madden game, or somewhere on Tecmo Bowl or something like that. That world do not exist because of that. So now that you got Dak Prescott, who got the mojo, like Mark Holmes said, shout out to Mark Holmes, who got all of the jazz, the spontaneity, just the calm, poised personality. And in our mind, we'll say to ourselves, what we would like for the backup quarterback to be would be Tony Romo, because Tony Romo has yet to prove that he can win, but Tony Romo has yet to have a team like this team is now. So that is such a hard task, man. But all I can say is the backup quarterback will be not Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott is the starter from here on out if he continues to win. The destiny, he holds the destiny, believe it or not, in his hand. That's just the bottom line. Now, as far as will we be able to showcase Tony Romo if we clinch the division already, then that would be possible for us to get high draft picks, or if he garbage or something like that, if he just show that he's not accurate, or if he boo-boo the game out, then I think the Cowboys would settle for cutting the guy to save that money. But that's just how it is. Now, as far as the backup running back, it's written in the sky. It should be DJ, if he can just be healthy and show any promising. Shout out to you, Gonzalez. Thank you, man, for the feedback. But neither here nor there. I really think that this team is just on a special path. And we on it's a special type of season. I just hope that Jerry Jones don't squander it and throw it away. Guys, I that's been my time, guys. I really thank you guys for yours. It's just so many things that I got to do. I'm babysitting. I'm dad daycare today, and it's just so many other things that I got to do. But oh, buddy. This season, man, is one of the best seasons I got a chance to witness. I really thank all you guys. Shout out to all you guys who follow and support the channel. Those who've been with me since day one, especially those who've been with me when I had 20 followers for like the longest, man. But it is what it is, right? This Cowboy Nation, we strong. Even though the media likes to shut us down, but we still here. We the same, believe it or not, man. We the same fans. We had the same drive. I don't see no difference. We the same fans from last year. We had the same drive, the same hope, the same promise, man. We just stuck there, and I still wore my Dallas Cowboys stuff to work, and I was the first one to say, hey, man, we wait till the next game. We're gonna beat them, and everybody talking all that rah-rah stuff. I think last year we still was the same team. They gave the Seattle Seahawks the run for their money. They beat us by 4 points? It was like 10-6. We still had the same drive, same passion, man. So just don't let anybody take that away from us, man. We just got to stand firm, stand tall in what we believe in. And I thank all you guys again just for joining in. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. May God bless until I see you guys again. How about them Cowboys? I'm out.